folks, 669 here, back once again with another vinyl video. Don't have as many records this time around, but it's still a decent batch of records. Got about 8 of them, I think. Some I got at the record store, some online, just like usually. So yeah, let's just get started. First of all, I picked this up for really cheap at the record store. Awesome metal record, Holy Diver, with Dio. Rest in peace. Yeah, I mean, this was really like just cheap, and I figured why the hell not. I was kind of getting some metal records anyway. Some pretty cool insert stuff here. A lot of pictures. I actually saw the first Rainbow record as well, and I don't have that yet. I didn't get it, unfortunately, because some asshole scribbled all over it with like a permanent marker, which explained why it was so cheap. But yeah, hopefully next time. I do really enjoy that first record, actually, much more than this. But this is still great, you know. This just kind of got it for the hell of it, you know. Plus, you know, obviously the cover art is epic as fuck. Fucking priest, fuck. Yeah. Moving on with more metal records, got out these. I mean, this is a long time coming. Maiden, yeah. A lot of glare. Yeah, Number of the Beast. This is a great fucking album. I mean, this is pretty much where you would start with Maiden. Just a phenomenal record. Yeah, these are all on 180 gram vinyl. Pick these up at the record store. God, these had a lot of static electricity, whatever you want to call it. It's unfortunate. I mean, you can get one of those thingamajigs, like an anti-stat gun or some shit like that, or like ridiculously expensive vinyl cleaning kits. I just got like a kind of like an anti-static thing, like you just wash it, like you use for your glasses, you know, like a cloth, and that works pretty much, not just as well, I guess, but it works pretty well. It does help to remove the static. It's unfortunate. For some reason, this mainly happens when I go to the record store and pick up new records, and a lot of static. It's really quite annoying. But yeah, thanks to the cloth I bought, it definitely sounds better now. And I also got a second Maiden record, and obviously, I mean, if I got Number of the Beast, I have to get Powerslave. Fucking love the cover art. Just look at that. That's epic as fuck. You know, when you were a kid, and you just saw like this cover art, wow, this is epic as fuck. You know, just wanted to delve in and see what it was all about. A great record. I mean, this is when I guess you could say they hit their prime or whatever. Just great production overall. Here's the inside. Looking all badass over there, sarcophagus. Sarcophagus. And here's Illuminati. Illuminati confirmed. Here's more Illuminati confirmed stuff. Yeah, also 180 gram vinyl. Sounds great. And once all the static is removed. Yeah, these were a long time coming. Definitely needed some more Maiden in my collection. I definitely need to get some more metal overall, like death metal specifically, I'd say, and thrash. And hopefully I will get to that soon. For some reason, a lot of the metal records that I want are really expensive, so that's a bit unfortunate. This is another pickup I did at the record store. This is a great artist from the 80s, from Great Britain. She started out really young, I think she was 16, and she was kind of not discovered, but somewhat discovered, I guess, by none other than David Gilmour from Pink Floyd. And that's Kate Bush. With Never Forever. I actually hadn't heard this record prior to buying it, but I had heard Hounds of Love and some other random Kate Bush songs, and I just kind of went for it, and I'm really glad I did, because this is an amazing record, and I got it fairly cheap as well, and I just love all the artwork here and stuff. It's really it kind of reminds me of the Never-Ending Story for whatever reason. Maybe just kind of like the typical 80s kind of fantasy thing going for it. Yeah, of course, Babushka is on here, which is quite a famous Kate Bush song. Speaking of which, I just gotta get this out of the way. As someone who of Russian descent who speaks Russian, it's not pronounced Babushka, it's pronounced Babushka, and it means grandma. No, it's not one of those dolls. That's a matryoshka, but it means grandma. And for some reason, pretty much the rest of the world thinks it's pronounced babushka, but you know, whatever. Just gotta get that out there. For someone who actually speaks Russian, violin is on here as well. Yeah, which is a great song. Probably one of the more rocky songs of Kate Bush. Really, really great. I'm really happy to pick this up. Definitely gotta get Hands of Love as well, because that record is amazing. And these next 4 records are actually all from the same band, and I just kind of recently got into them. For whatever, I've heard some songs from one of their album. I didn't really catch my attention too much, but you know, once you kind of delve into the discography of a band and actually explore what they've done prior and all that stuff, I really, really enjoyed their work. And that's Screaming Females, and this is their first ever record, Baby Teeth. Which is self-released, at least from the start. Then they released on Don Giovanni Records. I think I don't know if it's their record company, but there's some bands on it, like Waxahachie and other stuff. Don't know, but they seem to have really close ties with the Screaming Females. And if you're not familiar with the band, they kind of have a kind of garage rock, maybe punk band. It's a bit hard to explain. It's definitely a bit more unique. Marissa, who is the leading vocalist and the guitar player, the band really has she has a really specific kind of vocal style to it, I guess, in a way. So you kind of just have to hear it for yourself. And this comes on blue vinyl. Yay! Yeah, this is some awesome stuff. And she also actually does all the artwork. So they're really kind of indie band to the. They're not indie band in the way they sound, but I mean in the way they do things. They handle all the touring themselves, and they do the artwork themselves, and release their first 2 albums themselves, which is really admirable. And yeah, she's a really great guitar player, honestly. Which is weird, I haven't heard of them before, but they have a really, really catchy sound, and they're just a 3-piece, a drummer, bassist, and Marissa on guitar and vocals, and it sounds great. It sounds, you know, absolutely phenomenal. You know, on the more hard-hitting songs, you know, it's phenomenal. And yeah, so these are the other records I do. And this is What If Someone Was Watching Their TV, just a really weird title. Also, artwork done by Marissa. Yeah, this is probably one of my more favorite records, I guess, from what I heard. There's definitely more raw quality to their early records, because later on they become a bit more, I guess you could say, overproduced. I don't like that word too much, but yeah, there's definitely a bit more raw, garage sounding side on their first records, and these sound great. Yeah, really, really catchy. Boyfriend is one of the first songs I heard when I actually rediscovered them. Yeah, I do recommend checking out there's a live version at the Hideout, and it has like a music video for Boyfriend, and it's just an amazing performance. And you know, I recommend this a lot to my friends as well, and they do enjoy the band, but you know, she does scream. She has like this gnarly ass screaming vocals. She does, at least on the early records, on some of the songs, and they couldn't just get into it, but otherwise, you know, they really like it. So it kind of depends on, you know, what kind of mood you're in, or what kind of music you maybe like more. But for me, I definitely like the more early raw stuff. You know, I don't mind the screaming at all. I think it kind of adds to the songs because it's more unique, it's more different in as far as vocal performances go. And this is probably my favorite record. I have to say, I just really enjoy it. It just has a great sound to it, and that's Power Move. Love the artwork. It's just Hadouken. Yeah. What name to Power Move? Yeah, it's great. Some great songs on here. Treacher Collins, Bell, Skull, which has a really kind of more doomy feel to it. Kind of has like a Black Sabbath vibe to it. Bird in the Nude is a great song. Lights Out. Yeah. And here's more cool stuff. I'm really digging the artwork. You know, it just, you know, all of the stuff kind of has like a homemade feel to it. It's really cool. They actually just released a new record called Rose Mountain. And yeah, it's kind of more in the line of their more well-produced stuff. You know, just kind of focusing more on being really catchy and all that. But yeah, I'm really enjoying it. Really getting into this band. And the final record I got is also from Screaming Females. Sorry for anyone who's like pissed off because I don't have a lot of variety in this video. But whatever, you know, sometimes you just kind of like a band and you kind of want to get some records from them. And this is actually the first album I heard by them way back. Like, I think it was 2013. I heard a couple songs from this, but I didn't really get into it as much as I did now. And that's Ugly. I think this artwork's also done by Marissa. I'm pretty sure. I mean, I don't think they just like would change their whole kind of ethos. This is a gatefold, and it looks awesome. And I guess this would be their more their most popular album, I'd say, because this is when it kind of really hit it off, and this was actually mastered by Steve Albini, the one and only Steve Albini. And I wouldn't say you can really notice it. I mean, you know, Steve Albini has sometimes like a specific like his drum sound, for example. But I don't know. I didn't really, you know, if I just heard this record, I wouldn't know it's mixed by Steve Albini. I think pretty much most of their stuff, specifically their first album, definitely has that vibe as well. Really like close, kind of the band is playing in the same room as you, like right in front of you. That is the kind of sound Steve Albini has, I think. But yeah, here's some insert stuff. Lyrics, thank yous and all stuff. Yeah, this is some good ass music. Show you the vinyl. Vinyl is just regular black. I'm actually not sure if they've done any colored vinyls except Baby Teeth, but I don't mind. I mean, I love colored vinyl, but you know, it's not necessary. Yeah, so that was all for me today. I hope you enjoyed the video, and hopefully the sun will be coming out soon. It's still pretty fucking cold here, but hopefully it get better. So yeah, have a nice weekend and have a good one.